Nothing. Just go on.
And here is your host of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, the shitheads, the King Striker, Main Event Jay, and the Freak from Q Creek.
The best damn looking podcasters in the world. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk is gracing your screens right now. Everybody, welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. I am the king. That is the freak. Reese, what is happening, my man?
Oh, nothing. Another day, another dollar.
Another day in paradise, baby. Another day in paradise. You enjoying this lovely weather that we're going to get up to almost 100 degrees starting tomorrow again?
No, because I'll be outside in it.
Yeah, right? I hear you. Guys, if you're watching, now is the time to go ahead, hit that like button, and share it for us. In case you don't know, like is LAKE and share is SHARE. Am I right, Reese?
Did you say LAKE?
LIKE. LIKE. I know how to spell, guy. But go ahead and do that right now. Also, you can always find us on Facebook, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Join the group. We'd appreciate that. And as always, we are live on YouTube at Pro Wrestling X Talk. Just put that in a search, and you will find all of our videos, and including our live ones when we do them now. But before we get into tonight's topics, which is obviously, if you saw the title, we're going to be talking about TNA Slammiversary from over the weekend. However, before we get started, I do have a few special announcements. Reese, it's been a long time since we had a special announcement.
Are they special because you're special and you're the one saying them, or are they actually special?
You know what? For the past 2 days, you've been an awful tough guy. You're going to see the wrath of the king here in a minute.
Hey, I told you I was getting your back. It might not be one big thing. It just might be a series of little petty things.
Don't get underneath my skin, guy, because I tell you what, I will boot you off of that contract sooner than you can say king.
Well, it's a good thing,
and you will not get paid.
It's a good thing that I'm subcontracted to another person.
We're all subcontracted. Anyway, before the special announcements, just want to give the rock and roll world and also the wrestling world lost Ozzy Osbourne yesterday. If you're a fan, sorry for your loss. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2021, so I just wanted to acknowledge that. I am not a Ozzy Osbourne fan. That's not my type of music, but I just feel that we needed to shout that out. But now to the special announcements. Special. Woo, boy, they special, boy. All right. So I got two of them. Let's see. Where did I put them? All right. I'm sorry. I got one special announcement. My bad. Um, Next Friday, we are going to be holding a special podcast, August 1st, next Friday, for SummerSlam. And it is sponsored by Boxed Up Expressions in Westmont. And I'm going to have a little bit of goodies from Boxed Up Expressions next Friday. And I'm going to be eating them on the air while we're doing a Friday night podcast. How about that, Reese?
That's pretty neat. That's
Definitely.
a little
Def-
nice little story.
yes, because, Main Event Jay got a new job, so he can't join us on Wednesdays, so he is off on Fridays. So we will be doing a special Friday night podcast. But I will be live Wednesday also. I'm not sure what type of live I will be doing, but I will be live. And Reese, if you're available, you can come on also.
Alrighty.
So that is that. You get us. You get at least me twice next week,
I don't know.
Wednesday and Friday.
I don't know if we can handle that.
And also, I don't know if anybody has seen the video that Main Event Jay put out, but I'm going to show that real quick.
Hey, what's up, folks? Main Event Jay here. So, myself, Reese, and the King, we're going to try something new. Have an email address. It's extremetalk212@gmail.com. If you have any questions, any era, any wrestler, anything you want to know, you want to pick our brains, feel free. Send us an email. extremetalk212@gmail.com. Use the hashtag extreme mailbox in the subject line. And we get enough responses, we'll do a podcast and we'll answer emails.
Mute.
There you go. You heard it from Main Event Jay. Hashtag extreme mailbox. So get your questions in.
I think that is the softest and quietest that I've heard him speak.
Well, it's because I wasn't there. So, but anyway, let's get into it, Reese. Over the weekend, it was TNA Slammiversary, and this is the first TNA pay-per-view that I have planned down to sit and watch. And I know you was watching it too because we were going back and forth a little bit about it. And then somebody fell asleep. That would be me. I fell asleep. I had to go back and rewatch some of it. But I'm gonna say one thing, Reese. TNA right now is not the TNA what it was a few years ago.
No, not by any means.
Nope. I was pleasantly surprised, and I enjoyed it. I loved what I saw. With just like any other wrestling show, there's some good things and there's some bad things. And we're going to get into a little bit of both here on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk tonight. But I do want to make I want to make this comment real quick. And Reese, maybe you will know what I'm getting at. Maybe you won't, but I'll explain it a little bit later. But I have a funny feeling about TNA. A weird feeling about TNA. And the what we call Easter eggs are there. I don't know if anybody else is seeing them. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, but I did not tell you this. And if you do think you know, do not say it right now. We'll get into it a little bit later. But
well, I'm just gonna say I think it's pretty evident with the pay-per-view results.
Thank you. That's all I want to talk about it for now. Uh, Anybody that's watching, if you want to go ahead and drop comments, what you think that we may be talking about, go ahead. We will get to the comments as we can. All right, so Reese, the kickoff show, it was God. I'm really starting to hate kickoff shows, but
Well,
I
I think the other two promotions have ruined them because you're accustomed to like 2 3 hour kickoff shows for no reason.
yeah, exactly. Yes, you're right. But the kickoff show had uh, the Elegance brand, Ash and Heather. They are the champions. They went up against the Inspiration, Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay. Um, and Ash by Elegance uh, defeated the Inspiration. I still want to call them the Iconics.
Iconic,
What?
iconic.
Oh, yeah. It's good to see Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay back. Um, but they got defeated by the champs. Uh, One thing I want to talk about this, there was a backstage promo, and you know what? I understand things happen, but whoever fumbled the ball on this one needs to be reprimanded. And damn it, Tommy Dreamer, if you're watching, I know you're watching, Dreamer, because you got some of the pencil there in TNA. Ash or Elegance brand was doing in the concierge. Is that what he's called?
I think so. Yeah.
We're in the back getting ready to do a promo, and the camera was live. Reese, did you see this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was it was playing, but I wasn't like specifically watching it. But I heard it, and I just what?
Yeah, the camera was live, and the cameraman goes, "Okay, we're getting ready to go." Once this guy passes, and then he passed, and then he starts counting down 3, 2, 1, and then they start their promo. I was like, "What the hell?" Somebody needs to be fired. That would never happen on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Never.
I could see if it was like the first time or whatever, but TNA's been around for 20
Yeah,
years.
that's just as bad as the AEW backstage shot of Chris Daniels when he was blading himself before they went. The camera he was supposed to go on to him. You remember that a few months ago?
No, I only watch that sparingly.
Yeah, lucky you.
I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, yeah. Eric Cassidy says if you say his name, he will appear. The King Striker, the King Striker, the King Striker. I'm appeared.
I should have wore that shirt.
But yeah, that it was kind of funny, but it just looked bad for a good pay per view, and then that happens. All right, so next up, I want to talk about, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. Fourth Rope. Is it Fourth Rope Productions? Is that what it is? Enzo Amore, aka the real one, Zilla Fatu, and Josh Bishop.
That
Let's-
is Josh Bishop is
Sid Vicious.
Timu's Sid Vicious.
But he looks good though.
Yeah.
He's not as tall as Psycho Sid, but he looks good. I'll give him that. Now your boy Zilla Fatu. I know you like him. Trash. Straight trash.
I didn't watch the match. It was on in the background.
Straight trash.
Once I heard Real One's like 17-minute long shtick, I was like, I'm not interested in this.
Well, trash. Zilla is effing trash. I'm sorry. All
Did
this build up to him, he was trash. I'm going to get into it here in a second. The trash talking by the Real One was good. I liked it. But going back to Zilla, he just looked horrible. The match wasn't more than 3 minutes, I don't think.
Really?
It was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't even see. I don't even remember who they were wrestling, but I don't even remember seeing their entrance.
It didn't last long. I can't remember either.
And that was what, the main event of the pre-show, huh?
Yeah. Mike check with Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Welcome to the show. Mike check with Mr. Anderson. Reese, talk a little bit about your boy Zilla. I know you like him.
I didn't watch any of the match. I only seen the damn.
Oh, you didn't go back and watch it at all?
No. I mean it. Like I remember the entrance, and then next thing you know, they're starting the pay-per-view. So I was like, well, it's not even going to be worth my time going back.
Just go back and watch. See if you can find it, like a clip or something of the match. I believe, I could be wrong. He did one move. It was off the steps on the outside, and it was a Roman Reigns Superman punch. And it was terrible. Good God.
Now, do you believe that he's been? I'm sure that he's did that 5-year vacation. But what, 5 kids, 5-year vacation, and what else did Enzo say?
Honestly, I have no idea. I have no clue.
You're Joe Nothing, because I got nothing for you.
I mean, the best part of that was his trash talking. I mean, it was terrible. But that doesn't give way to the whole pay-per-view.
Yeah,
because the whole pay-per-view was great, I thought.
And I'm sure there was a reason why they were on the pre-show.
Shit, yes. All right, so let's move on to the System. Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, JDC, a.k.a. Fandango, with Alicia Edwards, and Matt Cardona. They went up against the NXT's Dark State. And the System and Matt Cardona beat the NXT Dark State. I got a few notes I want to say. Matt Cardona still looks freaking great.
Yeah.
And I know why he looks great. He's doing a lot of exercise with his wife, his beautiful freaking sexy ass wife, Chelsea Green. They're in the gym doing a lot of weights, if you know what I mean.
A lot of pumping.
Yeah, a lot of pumping weights, boy. And the other note that I got, Reese, are you a fan of Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards?
Not his wife. I was a fan when he was with who was he in the tag team with?
The werewolves, something werewolves.
Yeah, I remember they were down in Johnstown. He broke his leg.
Yeah.
I was a fan of him then. I really haven't watched too much of him, but he's always with somebody.
And there's a reason. Reese, he's terrible.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of TNA probably in the last 5-6 years. But if I turned it on and I saw Eddie Edwards, that would not make me want to return to watch it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And I'm not, I'm dissing the dude or whatever. By all, I know he's, I can't do the shit that these people do in the ring. Um, but he just looks terrible. And I may get flack about this, but this is Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. We're unfiltered here. You know that. But Alicia Edwards looks horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not just and I'm not shaming her, but because not everybody can look as good as me. I understand that, but um, yeah, she just doesn't do it for me, man.
There
And
was there was a time that Eddie Edwards, wasn't he the TNA champ?
yes,
They
yep,
were pretty high on him.
yeah, yep, I agree. Um, I would love to see Matt Cardona signed to TNA. Full time. He's the indie fucking god. You know, he he's doing his shit,
Yeah.
and he's doing it great.
I would like to see him do an not a non PG storyline with his wife in WWE.
Oh, that would be badass.
But we know how that would probably go. But
Yep, exactly. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, get your questions in, comments. I'll read them. We'll get to your questions if you want to ask any. If not, the hell with you. We don't care. We don't care. Actually, we do. We love you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we won't be doing this. That's some real shit there, Reese.
real
Some
talk,
real shit.
real talk from real one.
No, don't even put me in that same class. The king is not a real one. The king is the king. Next up is Indy Hartwell went up against Tessa Blanchard with Victoria Crawford in her corner, aka Alicia Fox. Do you remember her?
Yeah, fucking mental case.
Yes, and again, I'm sorry. They showed a close up of her. Looks like she hasn't slept in freaking years.
Well, I think she had some past issues, and that was one of the things that she was probably released from WWE for. So I think that
Oh,
she's still dealing with that. I would assume. But I mean,
you
she's
mean
also aging too. So
you mean like drug abuse?
the alcoholism.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Okay, well, okay, but God, Tessa Blanchard looks freaking amazing. Freaking
I
amazing. I know you don't like her.
I think. I mean, she looked good, but I think Indy Hartwell had a really good showing too. Like I was really surprised
I,
that she
and
went over.
I was getting into that. Indy Hartwell looked just as good as uh, Tessa did in that match. Um, I did not realize how tall Indy Hartwell was
Yeah,
until they were trying to be face to face, and Tessa was looking up at her.
yeah.
You know. Oh, Eric, I forgot to tell you TNA questions when we're doing TNA podcast. Sorry about that. I just kind of figured you knew. um, but yeah, you know, Indy went over, beat Tessa Blanchard, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why did Indy go over? Well, there's reports out there that Tessa's headed to NXT.
And that, with that report coming out, that might have been as to why that happened after the match. Because
Yes.
that post match attack was pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I see Indy winning a belt in TNA soon. Reese, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it'd be good for her.
Yeah, definitely.
But well, we'll get into the women's belt later.
Yeah, actually, that's coming up next. TNA Knockouts Championship. Masha Slamovich went up against NXT's Women's Champion JC Jane. Reese, we got a new champion, and
you know,
it's not a TNA champion.
yeah, I'm not like. I mean, I don't want to say nothing yet, but I'm not really feeling JC Jane as NXT Women's Champion or TNA Knockout Champ. Like it like. Okay, I don't even know what to say. She just, it's not there. And there's only thing that I could think of. What's that?
I said the crowd agreed with you.
I mean, there's only one logical reason. You, you
Yes,
know,
and we're getting into it.
but like, in my opinion, I think Slamovich should have destroyed her.
Yes. Yes. JC Jane does not look like a champion to me.
No, I mean that's not to
But
take away from the good match that they had.
right. So yeah, we got a new champion, NXT / TNA champion, JC Jane. Um, Next up, this surprised me a little bit too, Reese. Uh, TNA X Division champion Moose went up against Leon Slater. I've never seen Leon Slater before. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
Looks real good. Looked really, really good. Um,
yeah, he should
and
have a bright future.
agree. Yes. And with that being said, we got a new TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater.
And I think after the match, I thought Mace was going to get up and attack him, but I think that's kind of like symbolic in passing the torch to him.
Well, somebody did come out at the end of the match, and it was AJ Styles. AJ Styles was home. He came back home. Did you like that?
No, I thought it was stupid. Like he come out to his old TNA theme, and he just come out to congratulate Leon, and that was that.
But
Like,
there's a reason why.
yeah, because fucking Daddy Trips or backpedaled, I guess, because I guess he was supposed to. I guess he was supposed to have a segment with Kazarian, but
Oh, I didn't know that.
they didn't want to tease a potential match that may not happen.
Oh, okay.
So that's why that was, and that was just hours before the shows happened that I read that.
Well, I thought that it looked like AJ Styles just arrived there because he looked like he was little. His hair it wasn't done. Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got there right as he came out. Who knows?
Yeah, no, it was reported by several outlets that WWE management backpedaled on that. Didn't want to tease a match that, let's just say, it probably wouldn't happen because you don't have main roster stars going over to TNA and having matches. That's all NXT.
Gotcha. Eric Cassidy says AJ did not want to take away from the news of the night with one more match. That's possible. That makes sense.
I'd
That makes sense, Eric.
I'd have rather had that chant than what happened later.
I'm not sure what you're referring to about that, but when we get to that point, you can say it.
Well, what match is
um,
next?
Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay. All right. So Matt and Jeff Hardy uh, went up against the TNA Tag Team Champions, the Nemeth Brothers, the Rascals, and First Class. The only thing that stood out in this match to me was the ladder bump that AJ Francis and Casey Navarro took. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That looked brutal.
I get it. He's a big guy. Didn't want to fall on his back, but I probably would have took the chance and fallen on my back rather than potentially lose a fucking yam bag.
Right?
Like, I don't know if he hit him, but like, I mean, if he did, he had a good way of hiding. Man, was that brutal!
Yeah, he had to have got the yam bags.
And he still flopped dollar to me because he did that. He did the coffin drop off the top of the ladder, and like nobody caught him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the whole. I'm not jumping the gun here,
Hey
but
Reese, you're muffled.
is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
And not jumping the gun and getting to the finish, but I know I had messaged you about it, and you didn't know what I was talking about. But to drop a ladder down like you're in fifth grade gym class and try to climb that because all of the ladders were broken or damaged, like
Right.
it's creative to a point, but at the same time, is Matt and Jeff really the ones to climb a ladder like that at their point in their careers?
Well, evidently they are because they are the new TNA Tag Champions.
And and why
The
does
match wasn't bad.
no. Why does the dude
But
holding
it wasn't
the
good.
why is the dude that's holding the wire for the camera, why does he have a fucking remote control for their ladder?
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, Jeff went over to him and grabbed the controller off of him.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest. I think I fell asleep at this point. But yeah, we got new TNA champions, tag champions with Matt and Jeff. And guess who makes their return to TNA?
JJ Lundy's illegitimate brother.
One of my least favorite people in the whole fucking world, Bully Ray, comes down. Mr. Ego himself, Bully Ray. Gotta make everything about him and the Dudley boys. Him, and Devon. All about him. I'm sorry. All about him. Is it a shocking return? Not to me. Fuck Bully. Okay, it might be a shock to some, but not me. But he tells the Hardy Boys in October, Bound for Glory, one last time, the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. Are you buying that pay-per-view, Reese, just for that match?
No.
20 years ago, maybe. Who wants to see that shit again? I don't.
At this point in their careers, they're just that match is just going to be full of unnecessary bumps.
Yes. And again, we're gonna get into the funny feeling that I got. And this is all gonna make sense to you people. So we get the Hardys and the Dudley Boys in October at Bound for Glory. Next up was, well, this last match. TNA champion Trick Williams, TNA champion NXT superstar Trick Williams defeats Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. Saw clips of this match. It was all right. Would I rather watch paint dry on the fucking wall? Yep. Okay. I don't have much to say about this match. What I will say, 2-star. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, they had Santana and Hendry were doing all the work, and that what Trick faked an injury. I think that's how it went.
How many times are we going to do that? How many times are we going to do that? Fake an injury.
Yep. Yeah, right when they took him out of the ring, like you already seen what was going to happen. So, I mean, that Santana and Hendry did all the work, and the Trick snuck in right at the end after. I think Hendry hit his finisher, went to go cover Santana, and that's when Trick stole the win.
Trick, the TNA champion, but he wrestles for a different company. So weird. But anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Share this video out right now. We need the likes. We need the shares. We'd greatly appreciate it. Eric Cassidy says, then The Undertaker choke slam Trick last night on NXT. Yes, he did. And the dead man looked a little different.
Okay, so real quick on NXT last night. I get it that it's on the CW network, but half the fucking show was muted.
Oh, was it?
Because they like holy shit, or I'm assuming they're saying fuck you, Ethan, or something, and it just mute. Like Ethan did like a State of the Union or whatever, where he introduced a new North American Championship belt.
Oh, okay.
And it was just mute for half of it, and you just seen Paige's mouth going and no sound. I'm like, is my stuff out or what? But no, it was muted.
Listen, these kids nowadays that probably watch wrestling, they probably hear a lot worse from their parents or parent or somebody. The world's different now. Let the shit go. If they want to say shit or damn or let it go. I can see maybe some words bleeped out, but let the shit go, man. Let it go.
Yep.
It's 2025 is different.
But yeah, Trick was disrespecting Taker, and Taker put him in his place.
Taker was going to dog walk his ass.
Yep. I really hope that that's not. I mean, I love Taker, but stay coaching on LFG.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I never thought I would agree with you, but yes. All right. What about Grayson Waller? That's NXT, Eric. we're trying to stick to TNA questions if you can. Um, so let's talk about my funny feeling. My funny feeling with all these people that are coming over in this crossover, vice versa. You know, the guys from NXT going to TNA, TNA guys and gals showing up at NXT. Um, did WWE silently buy TNA?
I sooner or later I would think that they will if they didn't. But there's no way that there would have been somebody would have to leak it. Nothing's ever a secret.
Well, not if you know some stuff can be kept secret. Some stuff, not a lot. But Reese, take a look at what we saw. Even even before when you had takeovers, when crossovers, AEW and TNA, they didn't send their top guys over. You had AJ Styles come to TNA. You had Bully Ray, who is on LFG, a legend, and I hate saying that, on TNA.
Yeah.
You got Trick Williams, the TNA champion, which is in NXT. JC Jane, NXT champion, now TNA champion. The writing's on the wall, folks.
Yeah. And you had, but what was it, about 7, 8 months ago? TNA's biggest female star switched over,
Who you referring to?
Jordan Grace,
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
and now potentially you're going to get, I wouldn't say favorite, but probably your most well-known female now potentially going to NXT.
Yes.
Like I just don't get, like, you never, you get, you hear these crossovers like they have a match and stuff between two different companies, but not winning the second tier company's championship belt. Like that's the only logic behind that.
I know. Exactly.
Like it's like that crossover. The only thing that's doing is just getting them a closer look at the talent. If they're not buying it, they're just going to poach. They're
So
just poaching.
so hear me out on this, Reese. Eventually, you're going to have a TNA and NXT go against one another at
But
some point.
but have it mean something. Like have TNA, like the Shield destroyed destroyed them guys when they debuted. Why not have TNA's biggest stars come and destroy the top stars of NXT and actually do something positive for TNA?
Well, that's what I was just getting ready to say, Reese. What if a few months down the line, there's a big ass feud, whether whoever it is, whether it's a group of guys or maybe it's a champion versus champion or something like that. What if the stipulation is if the WWE guy wins, WWE gets control of TNA, or if TNA wins, they get control of WWE, and you know where it's going. You know where it's going.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're leading to. I honestly do.
Yep. And I get trying to buy the competition and stuff, but like it's good to have multiple wrestling companies. So you're watching. TNA is known for their X division.
Right.
AEW is known for botching,
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, and and then you have WWE.
Yep.
That's a global thing. Let them all have their own thing.
Yeah.
So you have a variety.
Yeah. Eric says it may just be someone like TKO and not WWE, which, you know, kind of like the same thing I said, maybe. Um, it, it it's interesting. It's caught my eye. Let me say that. I will be tuning in.
Right when Trick won that title, I that's when I started feeling that. But then when JC won that Knockouts title, I'm like, that's got to be what's coming.
Right.
And now you have, with last night, now you have fucking Director of Authority Santino Marella fighting Ethan Page for the North American title next week. Like,
The writing's on the wall, Reese. You see what I mean?
but what if Santino goes in there and beats Ethan Page? We know it ain't gonna happen, but
But it could. At this point, anything's possible.
yeah.
Um, Overall, I was fairly happy with the pay per view Slammiversary. Job well done to them guys and girls that put on the show. Kudos to them. Um, yeah, but all right, ladies and gentlemen, get your last questions in. We're down to we're going to go for about another 5 minutes. Reese, is there anything else you would like to talk about briefly, real quick?
Oh, I did have something and it slipped my mind because I kept flapping my jaws.
No way. Well, while you're thinking, I'll go through our announcements again. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a special Friday night podcast. August 1st is going to be the SummerSlam predictions, and it's going to be sponsored by Boxed Up Expressions. My friend Martina in Boxed Up Expressions. Reese, you know Martina. You know a little bit of Martina.
Yep, very nice lady.
Absolutely. And so let me get these deets real quick. Boxedupexpressions.com, and they are open Wednesday to Friday 12 to 4 and Saturday 11 to 2, and you can order online all the time 24/7. Get her cake bites. They are amazing. You will see how good they look, and you will hear me moaning in happiness when I taste these cake bites next Friday.
I don't ever want to hear you moan.
She is up in Westmont at 10 Entrance Drive in the Westwood Plaza, 15905. So make sure you check them out, www.boxedupexpressions.com. Next Friday, we will be live.
Was this the first ever podcast that was strictly TNA?
It was. It was. We've never done a strictly TNA podcast before, so that's telling you something.
Oh, I remember what it was. Did you see Eric Bischoff had an interview? I can't remember who it was, but he came out and said that TNA has a real good shot at being a number 2 promotion within the next year.
No.
Like, do you see that as a possibility, or
No. And I'm not saying because they're not good. In the end, it all comes down to money, Reese. You know that.
Yeah.
WWE and TKO obviously is always going to be number one, and AEW will be number two as long as they got that money to keep coming in. Tony Khan and Shad Khan, a solid number 2B. How about that? Maybe.
Yeah. And you think about it, TNA's doing that with, I would assume, on a probably on a strict payroll, like on a budget. That's what I was looking like, on a budget, because you're not seeing them. This ain't like the Hagen Bischoff era where they just had everybody and bringing everybody in. You're taking WWE mid card guys or the up and coming indie guys, and they're you know building them up and stuff.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like what they're doing. I wish that I could get a chance to watch them more, but I don't. But they definitely have something good going on there.
Yeah. All right. Last question from Eric. What about Hogan and Bischoff for Real American Freestyle Wrestling getting a streaming deal? Did they get a streaming deal?
I think I seen something about that, but I mean, I'm not gonna. That's just like the fourth wall promote or fourth top rope or something. I ain't gonna watch it.
Right. Yeah. And I saw something about Kurt Angle joining that too. Was that? Am I right?
I can't confirm that.
Yeah. I mean, and who knows? I mean, there's reports out that Hulk Hogan's not doing well either. They have not been confirmed, but they have not been denied either. I don't think. Am I right?
What's the latest thing now? Something with his trachea?
Yep. Yep. But guys, that's it for tonight's podcast. Make sure you like and share and join the group if you are not already joined Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk on Facebook in the groups. Check that out. We would love to have you. We post a lot of stuff there during the week. But yeah, congratulations, TNA. Job well done. And Reese, you know what? I forgot to show something. Real quick.
I love you, King.
That's right. You heard it. Main Event loves the King. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. We are Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. The King, the Freak. See you next week. Special Friday night podcast.
I got nothing else.
Is that it, guy?
That's it.
Cut it.
Cut.